Good morning, everybody, or welcome in from whatever time zone you're in. Glad to have you all here. So we are in game now. Just chilling. Now I rushed and I went to a data breach mission and got myself a javelin since I was shy of one. Just felt like running it.
Let me know what you need.
It is my favorite, but we are going to be swapping out things as we go. Right now I'm just using my generic build that I enjoy. It's got shield capacitor, focus module, and proximity strike amplifier. I may one day make some tweaks and throw in kill protocol once I got that unlocked, but I gotta get to level 15 before that's an option. So for now, this is my go-to. This is a little bit skill based, but it works good with my precision weapons that I prefer. Alright, let's go ahead and get the lobby open so you all can join me in game if you like. Alright, updating the lobby browser now. Alright, cool deal. Let's see. Yep, somebody put us over our 69 creds, or 66 creds that we had. Yeah, alright, well, maybe we'll shoot for a super high number on the well now that we're beyond order 66. Alright, let's see, we got anything good? Shield recycler, reassembler, and pizza brawler. Now there is something specific that I would like to test. Wolf, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in.
Walked away from any cool
So,
explosions
one thing that I'd like to test this morning, I said in my last stream that I recommend taking the catamaran for data breach because it has more health and that should afford more revives. Then I got thinking about it while I think it hit me like 2 a.m. last night. I was thinking about the stream and how everything had gone down, and then I was thinking about, I say because it's got more health, you got more revives, but then does it just take a flat percentage of the health? If it does, then that advice was completely pointless and useless. So, I'd like to test that. I'd like to do a self-revive and see if it's just taking a flat percentage, because I think that's what it is, and if that's the case, then it doesn't matter if you take the dart or the catamaran, because it's going to take a percentage of its health rather than taking from the full health pool, so you get the same amount of revives. But
mission parameters accepted.
We can find out.
Prepared. Get ready and let's head out.
Anybody who wants to join is welcome to join. I don't care what mission we do. I'm leaning towards data breach to test out my theory there, but y'all are welcome to join and let me know what you would like to do. And guys, if I'm by myself, I'm gonna always good morning, Green. How you doing, bud? If I'm by myself, I'm always gonna pick the hardest difficulty, but if you guys are here, I don't mind going for the lower difficulties to do whatever you're comfortable with. Not trying to throw shade at anybody. I'm happy playing on whatever. So if you are not comfortable going at the full challenge rating 5, that is absolutely fine. We can play on whatever makes you all happy. And I'll probably sprinkle in some lower level ones just to spice it up and keep things interesting.
Interesting. There are some interesting options for our next
Let's go ahead and select this one, and I'll go for the first wind up of it. Let's see. Now, as you guys know, with data breach, you kind of have to craft your rewards. Octanian, welcome in. Okay, he's already ready up. Let's do this, guys. Alright, so we're going to take the catamaran here, and I'd like to try and get one self-revive in, so I might go down intentionally. Because that would allow me to test my theory here.
I've identified a Legion data center here.
Definitely not perfect, guys. I make mistakes, same as anybody else. But it is important to me that if I should make a mistake, that I correct it and let you guys know.
Over here.
Because I do not want to be giving you guys wrong information.
collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it. Parking procedure initiated.
Alright, cool deal. Alright. Grab the shotgun, good enough.
Parking procedure complete.
Yeah, it looks like he's got the materia. Okay, good deal. I've got a javelin and I've got a heat blade on me right now, which I'm pretty happy about. Should work good. I am running my standard build, which is proximity strike, so things will be taking extra damage when we're within 5 meters. Works great for the heat blade. Also, if you do a melee strike with the javelin, or if anything gets too close, it'll be more damage. Focus module, which, you know, works out pretty good because it makes it where any crits you do are going to do double damage. Anything that's not a crit is going to do half as much damage. With the javelin, you're going to be aiming for crits most of the time. And then,
Good. You're inside.
and then the other one is just shield capacitor, which means there's a 50% less of a delay between when you take a shot and your shields start to recharge. So, makes survivability much better, which works out well with both the javelin and the heat blade.
The facility has an assembler you can use to resupply. However, it won't work while I'm actively downloading, so be quick to use it whenever I say it's available. Good work. I've breached their encoding and connected to their network. Give me as much time as you can to gather data. I've gained access to the facility materia storage. I'll need you to finish the transfer whenever I can initiate a connection event. Be prepared, as I won't be able to hold it open for too long.
Okay. Some bots here I can take some fire from. Go ahead and shoot you guys. Oh, you can send me on fire, that works out good. Okay. Cool, alright, perfect.
Canister release pending.
I'm gonna self-revive. Okay, yeah, it is a flat 50% damage to the ship. So, Dark, Catamaran. What I said the other day about taking the Catamaran in this level in order to give yourself extra revives, that is not true, guys. I'm going to have to put out something to correct that. You take a flat amount of, your ship takes a flat amount of damage from self-revive, so whether you take the Catamaran or the Dark for this level is completely irrelevant. Okay. Good to know. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's see.
Canister release pending.
Canister, okay. Alright. I'm dreaming of an augment or weapon. Okay, he's got that. I'll cover him.
Materia canister release.
Oops, completely missed. Friend, my friend. Okay, I'm dreaming of an augment or weapon that allows you to grapple to enemies, like Assassin's Creed style. That would be fun. Good morning, Hauk. Good morning, all. The materia must flow. How's it going, Silver Six? You doing all right, buddy? All right.
The
You all
assembler
right?
is back online for a short time.
I'm gonna craft the essentials right away. Let's get a med unit. I did take a ton of damage there, and Intentionally so, but still. Alright, ammo crate, and then that leaves us 25.
Ammo.
Got ammo here. Okay, good deal. I'd kind of like to craft a side clip during this run. I was enjoying using the side clip the other day. I want to test it with this generic build that I enjoy with the focus module. I don't think... Hello. Okay. Having that glitch where it's logging me out of most of my actions. Let's see. We were using grapple before to fix it. Yep, that fixed it. Okay. So if you ever get to where the game is locking you out of your actions, guys, this glitch is current in the game currently. It's unfortunate, but
Canister release pending.
it is unfortunate. However, you can quickly fix it by using a grapple if there is one available. Otherwise, going down will also fix it. Unfortunately, a unstuck does not do it, but using a grapple is a pretty quick method to fix the problem. Another fine day, sipping coffee and watching the stream. Wonderful. Glad to have you in, bud. Alright. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. That was a complete miss. I feel like my mouse hand is not warmed up yet, guys. I am missing shots that I normally don't miss.
Materia canister released.
Got it. You got that? Good deal.
Canister release pending.
Okay, that's over there. So he's on the
I've
roof.
diverted some power to the assembler. Be quick.
Got the
if you need to
assembler
resupply.
active.
Grabbing ammo.
Got 105 materia.
canister released.
He's about to put in some more. Ask him if he wants anything. Got 15 seconds. If I don't get a response, I'm going to go ahead and grab what I would like. But well,
Okay, they've locked onto us again. Here they come.
good for now. Oh. I feel like running a cycle for a minute. Test it with this build. I hear friends. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured with this build. Part of the problem with side clip is that it's a little bit harder to consistently hit crits.
Canister release.
Not impossible. Whoa, that's a lot of lasers. This little flyers is pretty easy, but
Materia canister
okay,
released.
he's got that. Hey Justice, how's it going? Let's see.
Canister release pending.
Okay, where is it? Right down there. I will say though, if you're a halfway decent shot, that focus module, even with the side clip, is pretty decent.
Materia canister released.
And away we go. Alright, so. Hello, Hauk. I finally unlocked the kill protocol at level 15, and I think it's not as good as melee plus 50% range. Okay. I kind of agree with you. When I was using it in the beta participation, I liked it, but I felt like it'd take a while to build up, you know? They ramp up too slow and decay too fast. I once hope it can refresh the stack to 100%, then I kill 10 enemies. Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing it get buffed a little bit. I think it's a really good augment in concept, but being as it's the last one you unlock, I feel like it should be a little more powerful than it is, but still. Although I will say that I did pretty much absolutely delete some heavies with that. Oops. Got a canister. Okay, he's on that. Let's cover him.
Materia canister.
Man, we all want him. Let's go down there. Something else up there.
Canister release pending.
We got canister release. Okay. Looks like he went down to getting squished by a pod, so I'm not going to be able to revive him, unfortunately. He'll have to revive himself. Right. You can tell the difference here, because you see how it has the red skull? It means I won't be able to revive him, so.
Canister release pending. Materia canister.
Okay, he's got the materia. Oops. Okay, hello, friend.
I've reactivated the assembler. Use it quickly
Okay.
to restock.
Definitely gonna need a health unit. Feeling great. Good deal. Good deal. So let's grab us a med unit. I'm gonna grab another on-foot ammo crate. And let's okay, he's coming to the assembler.
Check it out.
I've detected a spike in activity. Legion is sending something stronger in the next
Okay.
wave. Prepare for a tougher fight.
Taking ammo.
Yeah, we're both full healed. Good deal. Ah, got rat spiders. I feel like with the new, with this new mode, melee weapons have become even more valuable than they were before. Because you constantly want to conserve ammo here. Especially when you've been in here for enough waves.
Canister release pending.
So being able to conserve ammo with a melee weapon is pretty great, not to mention melee weapons are really good for the radiation spiders and such. There's something getting close. I really like the combination of javelin and melee weapon. Now, javelin is honestly one of the most ammo-hungry weapons in the game, but it is also one of the most powerful weapons in the game. And then you combine that with a melee weapon, which consumes no ammo, and actually got a pretty nice combination. All right, let's see what we got. I can only get 2 bonus points in this mission. Maybe it required player to maybe it required player to survive 16 waves. I get out at wave 12. True melee can kill small spiders really fast. What do you mean by points? Are you talking about like materia ingots or something, or? Sorry, I don't quite follow.
Materia canister release. Also, one of the nice things is that while the radiation certainly builds up, once you kill the spider, it's the radiation stops immediately. But as you can see, it can still be a problem if you get bum rushed by them. Because your radiation will continue to build up for so long as they're around. It doesn't reset. Materia canister.
Bonus points. Okay, let me put this in and I'll see what you're saying. Bonus points. Star. Example. Get 6 cargoes and cargo retrieval. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Instead of 3, you take 6 for bonus. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to investigate that. I'm curious. I do want to eventually get to like wave 100 on this. Dang it. Okay. I think it'd be fun just to see if I could get to wave 100, right? But that would be, I'd be in here for quite a while. I don't want to put others through that. Unless they sign up for it, you know? Let's go ahead and drop another med unit. And I think we got ammo, so... In case he wants anything, I'm willing to leave some materia.
Grabbing ammo.
Alright. Oh, I guess we're able to get out now. Alright, well, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get out so other people can join. Send these credits back. 3 days, perhaps? Yeah, it could be. Who knows? Alright. No, I don't see my side flip, so maybe my friend here picked it up. That would be fine. Alright, let's go back to the ship.
Look here.
Alright. Well, I was able to test it out. In Saturday's stream, I said that you would want to take the catamaran for this mission because it's got more health and therefore more revives, but that's not true because it takes a flat percentage. So it's not taking a set amount, it's taking percentage. It's taking percentage. You're going to get the same amount of revives no matter which of the ships you take, so that's good to know. I think we only went to 12 the other day as well. Yeah, I gotta look back on the stream. I think it was like wave 14 or something. I don't quite remember, but it... Frank, welcome in.
Anything new to report?
There are some interesting options for our next expedition.
Let's see.
Calculating jump vector to top.
Mission destination set.
Prepared for jump when you are ready.
Frank seems to be. Let's see what we got over here. Pineapple Power, Legion Blueprints. I'm gonna snag Legion Blueprints. And I'm thinking...
Hey there, you fly 'em.
I'd like to run the Dart. I'm gonna do bolt accelerators. That. Quick supply uplink. Null wave reactor should work. Except let's go here and here. Let's go with Lance Railgun. Sure. I think that'll be fine. Alright. Let's do this.
Interesting.
That may be. I think Hino crashed. Yeah, he did, unfortunately. Towards the very end. 2010 wouldn't call either. We gotta remember, Hino's on the other side of the world, guys. Hello, hello. How's it going? How you doing this morning, Shadow? Are you hanging in there, buddy?
We'll find the vault in a sector just a few jumps away. Once there, you must enter the vault and retrieve the cargo.
Looking forward to you rejoining us for sure.
The Legion often guards locations like this. Let's start moving out whenever you're ready.
The new update is so good, buddy. You're gonna have fun. Yes, for sure. I was so happy when the level cap was increased. Let's see. I'll put this here. I can put this here. And then everything's in. Yay. Okay. We're all powered up. They've selected destination. That's good by me. I'll let them pick the destinations. Alright. Ready to jump. Alright, well.
Jump imminent. Remains.
If anybody has any challenges or anything they'd like to suggest, by all means, do so. I'll be happy to try them out. Right now, my biggest goal is to get myself up to level 15 so I can get everything unlocked and try it all out.
The facility in the area has
I got to experiment with most of it in the beta, but I want to test it here in the main channel, make sure they haven't altered anything. Alright, looks like we might have a buoy over there. Gotcha.
Look over here.
Material, cool.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Got a buoy here. As I thought there was. Alright. He's after the materia, so I'll grab her the goods from the buoy. I'm gonna go help get this started. I can see there's something on the right. Let's go left and make sure we don't miss anything on this side. We got some scrap, basic scrap, another item. And catch what it was. Alright, good deal. Okay. Lord. Alright, let's go get this sector started, guys. Nice.
Your unauthorized access attempt has been detected. Hostile forces are mobilizing. Resistance.
All aboard. Alright, let's get on the move so we're not sitting ducks. On my sniper.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
I'm gonna deal with the sniper and I'm gonna swing over there so you guys can deal with that. Cool.
A hand?
Got one away. It's gonna take two. Okay, he's away. All right. Cool. All right. Material leak dealt with. Leave the fires to you guys. I'm gonna get back in the posse. Get us on the move. That is that, I think. Fall back so we can actually hit that.
Progress halted. You need to perform a manual bypass to proceed.
Ooh, mine
Attached mines detected. Remove them.
Okay.
We are being boarded. Clear out the intruders.
Got friends. I'm getting shoved. Okay.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required. Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Let's deal with some of these friends. Okay. We're gonna be lined up for this, so let's grab this. All aboard, mate.
Materia
Spectre.
collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
And Hauk 54 goes straight on till morning. Yep. Makes me happy when people get the silly references I make. He's away for the vet, so I'll leave that to him.
Progress halted. You need to perform a manual bypass to proceed.
And we can go for this.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Need some assistance.
Got another heat right here.
Corvette disabled. You may board it and
Yeah,
look
he
for
got the
valuables.
vet. Good job. You got the thruster malfunction. Whoops. I released too early. I'm sorry, Blake. That was my bad.
and try it out. Return it to the
Good
hangar for
morning.
analysis and upgrades.
Okay, looks like he's got the thruster malfunction. Leave that to him. We got snipers, and we got that thruster
All
malfunction just
security
in
nodes
time.
are offline. The lockdown is lifted. Return to the entrance and retrieve the
Nice
assets.
job. Okay, snipers are down. Let's clean up the fighters. Cool. Alright, now that was some material around, and then we got the loot area. Alright, yep.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Nice job, guys. Nice job. Yep, just avoid heading towards the second star on the right. I'm supposed to go straight on to morning, buddy. Alright, good deal. Oh, got a Mark III halberd here. Anybody can have that wants it.
Grab the assault rifle.
Alright, cool deal. We already got a destination set. Nice. So what you up to today, Shadow? What you up to today, buddy? Gotcha.
Preparing to enter jump space.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, there are a few stutters. I've noticed that. A few that I didn't have before, but
so I can disable the system. I also detect equipment in the facility I can get you access to.
yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah, I do suspect that there is something different between the builds. They do handle a little bit differently between experimental and the main branch. I do think the main branch has more patches in it now, though, so... I will say, while there has been a touch of stuttering that has been introduced in the main branch, a lot of the really bad bugs that I was experiencing in experimental are gone, so, like, I'll take the stuttering over the bugs, you know? And they'll get it figured out. I'm not worried about it.
Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Look here.
Yeah, okay. Right. It could be. I'm not a programmer or anything, so I can't speak to specifically with any intelligence, so I'm not gonna try. Oh. Well, and I will say, like, they've been putting out patches practically every day. I I've just gotten into the habit
Material
of
collected. Empty
whenever I'm going to
collectors
stream, I wake up early and make sure there's no patches that I need to download before the stream starts, you know? Yep, exactly. So, I mean,
Material
like, there's been
collected.
4
Empty
patches
collectors
since this update went live. Now, the last one was a rather small one, but the first 3 were not all that small. They were actually some serious changes, you know? So...
Sensors critical. Stabilize it now.
Oh, right, well, like, I messaged Groove a couple days ago, and I haven't heard back from him, and it usually takes, like, an hour tops for him to respond to a message from me, so, I'm assuming he's on vacation right now. Which is fair. I mean, it's holidays. Oh, I completely agree. He absolutely deserves a break. They've been awesome tail brother.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, you already got it. Nice. Looks like they were all focused on me.
Warning. Solar flare imminent. Find shelter immediately. Materia collected. Empty collectors.
AI prioritization of host is still a thing, but it doesn't feel like it's quite as intense as it used to be. So... yeah, I do believe they've been working on it, because it's not as bad as it used to be. Still not perfect, but I'll take any improvement, you know? Alright, well, that should be all the fires from the flare. Oh yeah, well, this game is steadily getting improved, in my opinion. Now, some people have mentioned that after certain patches, they have a little bit more performance issue. And then I immediately pass that on to the devs so they can get working on it. But as a general rule, I'm seeing better performance on from each patch. A few bugs here and there, and not to mention lots of really cool new features. So, is that material disruption? Nope.
Parking procedure complete.
I'm gonna grab an on-foot ammo crate. I'm also gonna check ship's ammo real quick before I leave. That's topped off, good deal. I'm gonna go ahead and top off my health.
Legion are sure to have additional defense forces nearby. Prepare for reinforcements once we try and breach the system.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say I'm pleased with these devs. They're working hard. Spectre says not happy with the increase for on-foot ammo. I wasn't happy at first, but ultimately I feel like the on-foot ammo crates are probably one of the
SMG
most powerful items in the game, because it makes it to where your powerful weapons can pretty much have infinite ammo in these mission types.
A Medimate. Ammo.
Hostiles incoming. You need to fight them off until the override is completed.
Yeah, it does make you have to be more tactical in the dark. I do agree with that. Oops.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
Well, I feel like the dark needed a little extra balancing, to be honest. with the hatches and everything, the dart is very powerful, so... Oh, for sure. Well, they said the third ship is going to be bigger than the catamaran, is going to be prioritizing firepower, so I'm curious. It says slower and probably less agile, so...
System malfunction identified.
Oh yeah, probably very
Grabbing ammo.
I do agree with that. Yeah, lots of friends over here, but I think I can slip in here and yep, do that. And slip out through the radiation. Cool. Well, see, like, I should be dead right now. Pulling off that maneuver, I should be dead as host, but I'm not. And that tells me that they have addressed the host targeting to some extent. Obviously, it's still a thing, but it's not nearly as bad as it was, so...
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
There are moments where host can't get a break still, but it is not like it was before. Like right now, Octanian is the one who's taking most of the damage, to be honest. And that's not because he's playing bad, it's just because he's the one out in the open, which means, yeah, the baddies should be targeting him, right?
Progress muted. You need to perform an angle bypass to proceed.
Getting shelled by spider tank, radiation. There it is.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
Yeah, the knockback on radiation spiders is gone at this point, but they do have high levels of radiation when you get close to them. So, like, you can go down very quickly if you're close to them if you're not paying attention to your radiation meter, but I don't want to. Yeah.
Enter the vault and
I turned around and there were plenty of friends. I did not stay up long. Thanks, guys. Okay, we got okay, he's got that. Good deal.
Taking ammo.
Some ammo. Okay. Yep.
Check over here. Grabbing ammo.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Or they're targeting him because they really don't like him all that much. Could be, but I'm pretty sure the Legion's not awfully fond of any of us, buddy. The one thing
Over here.
Yep. It would be fun if the AI did kind of prioritize whoever was doing the most damage, etc., and had certain criteria. That would be kind of fun. I'd like that. Alright, I had the sensors offline temporarily because of the ion storm. I'm going to put everything back. We don't currently need the railgun right now. I'm going to go down and grab the material out of the filters, and
initiating takeoff.
that's true. It could be unfair to certain people depending on the situation. You're right. I agree with that. Hey, Sarah, how we doing? Did we have any artifacts, guys? We got Legion blueprints at level 2 right now, but that seems to be all we got. Wait, there's one here. Cool. That's another Legion blueprints. Oh, that's busted. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dropping the artifact cabinet down to 3 slots was an experiment. It's back to 5 now. It was back to 5 before it hit the main branch. They've altered the artifacts now. They can be common, rare, or legendary. Any of them can be common, rare, or legendary. Most of the commons are at their base strength from what the artifacts were, but some of them got a little bit of a nerf in common. Take, for instance, the force shields. Whereas it used to give you 1,000 shields when you plugged it in, and now it gives you 800 at common. But then I think rare puts it up to 1,000, and then legendary I think puts it up to 1,200. So, you know, it's give and take, right? So, which you and I are conversing here. Do you mind if I just put it to where everybody can hear you, buddy?
I've identified a Legion outpost in the area. From what I can gather there, the facility still has valuables inside.
Well,
Secure the facility and empty their storage.
I trust you not to say anything too janky.
Check it.
So people aren't just getting one side of a conversation here. And if anybody joins, guys, I'll go ahead and knock it down to where people can't be, where he can't be heard. So, because I don't want to be causing any problems for anybody here. Let's just put this over on Starship so everybody can hear it. Let's see, game audio is not coming through. Let's just do that. All right. Let's engage. And then you guys can tell me if you can hear Shadow. Shadow, say hello.
Hello.
If you guys can hear him, sound off, or let me know if you can't. Wolf says hello.
Now I'll be deliberately quiet.
Now you'll be deliberately quiet. You heard him? Okay, good deal. Shadow here is one of the best jump space players in our Discord. He is he's really good with strategies for the game, so he's somebody that I frequently converse with when we're talking about different strategies and things for the game, different ideas.
Probably a lot of it just comes from the fact of playing entirely too much Deep Rock Galactic.
Well, I mean, we're in the same boat there. I mean, I got into Deep Rock Galactic late. I was late to the party, and in the course of a year, I put in 800 hours. So,
Yeah, I have like 1,500.
1,500, yeah. Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Let's see, did we have?
I'm really looking forward to what they do with Rogue Core, though. That looks awesome.
Oh, Rogue Core does look good. It looks good.
And I'm glad they're taking their time too. They've already said they're going to push back their timetables to give more time in the oven. It's like, okay, cool. Thank you for not rushing it out.
No doubt.
Material collected. Empty collectors to
Got a
retrieve.
friend coming this way. General Kenobi. Just in case he's not hearing me, I'm gonna. So looking forward to Rogue Core. Yeah, me too, Wolf. That's gonna be fun.
Material collected. Empty collectors to retrieve. Parking procedure initiated.
Let's spell it right.
Parking procedure.
Depending on how that goes, we might have to add a section here for it.
Oh, I can call in a supply drop. Let's do that.
If it wants to work.
It worked. Now we'll see if folks can see the loot in it, right?
Yeah, that's always the question. Schrodinger's loot.
So, Ghost Ship Games, the folks that are making Rogue Core, the ones that made Deep Rock Galactic, they are close friends with Keepsake Games. So, In fact, for those who don't know, there is actually a bundle with Deep Rock Galactic and Jump Space. And you can get, I think they're both on sale right now because of the holiday, so if you want to pick up 2 great games, that's an option. And if you're just missing one of them, you can still get the discount from, you know, both, which is pretty cool. There's another Mark III.
Found an assault rifle.
Wants it. I'm gonna go ahead and craft. We got plenty, so I'm gonna go with an awkward ammo crate. I'm gonna top off my health. And let's check ship ammo. Ship ammo is more or less good, but
Over here.
you are a bold one. Yes. Absolutely love Star Wars, guys, but I think most of you know that.
Shield unit installed.
One of the wild things about this game is like the performance issues that I was having with it, and I was still putting up with that. Like I haven't really had another game where I've willingly wanted to put up with that much of performance issues.
Anticipate resistance as you proceed.
It's just so genuinely fun, and well put together.
Oh no, I love this game. Like, well, it was like I remember when I was in the beta test, right? All right, of course there were. Oh, we got a Mark III javelin here.
Look
Everybody
here.
wants it. That's like finding a Mark III javelin. They did say they increased the chances of finding
An
Mark
SMG.
III weapons, so that's pretty cool. But I remember in the beta finding a Mark III javelin.
Raptor
was
incoming.
like finding a unicorn. It was crazy.
Good job. Let's find another one.
Mark III Cyclops were pretty rare too, at least until recently.
I feel like the Mark III LMG was the most common Mark III to P5.
It did feel kind of, well, it felt that way for me until me and a buddy ended up. So like he and I, cause like I got the game for him, and then he and I were binging it one night, and he and I ran into nothing but Mark III malls. Just nothing but Mark III malls. So so whenever we would see where we would get a loot crate, we would be like, all right, you ready for your Mark III mall?
Whoa, this is lots of friends, lots of friends. I feel like, yeah, for me it was always the LMGs, which is funny because, don't get me wrong, I like the LMG, but it is far from my favorite.
I'm really interested to see how the LMG pairs with some of those perks.
Oh, the LMG pairs with a lot of the perks really nicely. I feel like, when it comes to augments, the javelin is the one that got the short end of the stick. Not that it doesn't have any good augments, but most of the other weapons.
I mean, I guess
benefit
it's
from the
also
augment
fair
better.
because of how strong it is.
Yeah, javelin is one of the strongest weapons in the game, so kind of makes sense.
Taking ammo. Ammo.
However, the focus module is pretty good if you can take advantage of it. It's highly skill based, because like with focus module you have to be hitting crits. You're doing half as much damage
Grabbing ammo.
if you're not hitting a crit, but you're doing double damage if you hit a crit. So
Taking ammo.
Wow.
it's really good for
Grab
javelin,
ammo.
since javelin's going to be aiming for crits most of the time. But if you can't hit a crit, that half as much damage can be quite punishing. Like the little flyer bots that are one shot no matter what suddenly become a 2-shot if you're not hitting a crit on them. So
Makes me wonder how that pairs with the shotgun shells.
it actually pairs quite well with the shotgun shells. Most of the weapons benefit from that augment as long as you can get within range to hit crits pretty easily, you know? Shotgun, as long as you're at point blank range, looking them in the face, basically it's gonna do good.
I kind of want to try that on a spider tank.
Yep. The halberd is really good within medium to close range, and then it has its recoil, of course, that you got to contend with, but. And then I'd say that probably.
I've detected new jump drive jammers.
Got friends.
We need to destroy the source before
I think SMG and LMG, they can take advantage of it, but I feel like they're probably the worst weapons to take it for because it's
Material collected.
oh, I got thruster malfunction. Just kind of hold steady for this gunner so you can get the sniper. Okay, that's that. He bounced off the rock, and now he's facing through the rock. Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, then everybody has gotten everything taken care of. I think we're ready to jump, guys.
Caution, a large asteroid shower is
Alright.
Begin
Well,
evacuation
we're gonna go
promptly
ahead
to prevent
and
impact.
get the jump at least primed.
Transition to jump
If they buff the Mark III weapon drops too, that's just nice because it means that if we have any more incidents, like our sabotage incident TM.
I'm flying like you now, Green? Yeah. I mean, everybody makes mistakes from time to time. It's more about the frequency, right? Right, Shadow?
free to explore the nearby area.
Alright, we got Materia Cloud, and then there's a buoy there. God.
Material collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Okay, that was just a countdown from the previous sector. Sometimes the countdown carries over, but does nothing because you've moved on. Okay. An easy way to tell is the HUD has been updated on the hazard list up in the top right corner. It'll tell you if something's coming or if it isn't, and also it'll let you know how many ships there are, etc. It's pretty handy.
The ship counter is really nice.
Yeah, ship
I did
counter's
see
wonderful. Oh, what fun it is to fly in sector-wide asteroid storm.
Because that's all. That was also part of our sabotage incident trademark symbol.
Yeah, that is true. Well, and I remember when like the cannons and artillery were all marked A.
Oh god, I literally avoided artillery like the plague when that happened. I was like, nope, I'm not touching this until this is fixed.
That happened just before we exited the beta. Like they pushed an update just a few days before early access, and it fixed a lot of things. It was great, but it introduced that bug, and they couldn't get it patched before the game released. So
That was unfortunate.
it was extremely unfortunate. Oh well. They did get it fixed though. It's working like it's supposed to now. So
Yeah, they pushed a separate patch for it too. I guess saw a hot fix one day, and it was just literally that fixing it.
yep.
Check it out.
What you got, mate? Was there more loot over here that I missed? Or did you guys grab it? I feel like you guys were already out there grabbing it, so I'll take a look, but... Yeah, everything's been grabbed. We're good. Alright. Let's do this. Just because we have to replace the landing gear and retake the ship after every mission doesn't make me a bad pilot. Oh, goodness. I do remember with the artillery, when all the cannons were marked as A, though, you could generally figure out which ones were relevant, though, you know, if you were willing to put in the legwork. I understand why a lot of people avoided it, though. But I loved artillery enough, I did it anyway, but it did make it much harder, to be sure.
What made it problematic, at least in my experiences that I had, is this would only happen on artillery, which is to make this weirder. We would have client-side fires or client-side malfunctions. So like only the person piloting at the time could see them and fix them, which made them 10 times harder.
Oh, for sure. Okay, he's chasing down the Corvette. Let's see.
Throw it over here.
Speaking of vets, I hope they eventually fix the whole zombie vet issue, because that's kind of low-key annoying.
Right,
that being said, nothing a little rocket launcher can't fix.
Yeah, rocket launcher versus Corvette. Beautiful. Even on the hardest difficulties.
They didn't nerf that yet, did they?
No. Even on the hardest difficulties, a vet is only 2 shots from a rocket launcher, guys. It doesn't matter how many people are in the lobby. 2 shots from a rocket launcher, guaranteed successful takedown of a Corvette.
Drone over here.
And yeah, the Corvette's not dying immediately after you drop their health. It's still a thing, so...
Yeah, I saw a report of that this morning.
But generally speaking, I've heard people talk about, well, they never go down. No, they do. It's just when they do is not always on our time frame. Like, what I recommend is once you've dropped its health, you can't do any more damage to it anyway. Just fly away. Get clear. Get away from it being shooting you. Eventually, it's gonna stop moving.
I've had them then decide to die after you fly out of range. It has something to do with the aggro. Like something locks up.
Yep. So like
and freezes the state.
If you just leave it alone for, it's usually a better option. You're gonna take less damage, and it is gonna go down. So.
It just hasn't decided that it's dead yet.
Exactly. It's staying alive with willpower.
Iron will moment.
Iron will, yes.
Most broken perk in DRG, changed my mind.
You're not wrong.
I mean, it's literally glued to all of my doors, just straight up.
I mean, yeah. And then I would normally pair it with the vampire perk.
Yeah, that's what I did too, just because like if I go down I can just immediately swing pickaxe and guarantee that I'm gonna stay up.
Exactly.
The second I'm out of it.
Like, I would hear people say, oh, vampire is only good for driller. I'm like, no, vampire is good for anybody right now.
No. Perfect if you don't have red sugar around either.
Yep.
And it's even better. It's even better if you get the right beer combos too.
Oh, for sure.
Because Slayer's Stout just means you just paper cut anything and it just instantly, like you just paper cut a glyph to the face and it instantly dies.
Pretty much.
RPG!
Alright, let's do this.
I found an RPG.
Play the drone and my shield's dropped. Quick, back up. I love shield capacitor, guys. Shield capacitor is so darn handy.
Probably what that particular perk does.
Shield capacitor makes it to where there is 50% less cooldown between your shields recharging.
Oh, yes, please.
So basically, take a hit and then 50% less time before your shields start to come back.
Yes, please.
Pretty darn handy.
It does low-key suck that at the recharge that perk is slightly less useless. Oh, excuse me, slightly more useless on DRG because the more health is just kind of your better resource in the long run.
Yeah. In this game, is you've got, well, there's actually an augment that gives you 80 extra health. There's one that gives you 20 extra health, which only costs 1 point. Then there's one that gives you 80, which I think is 4 points, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't looked lately. And then there's for shields ones, you got one that gives you 15 extra shield. There's one that gives you 5 extra shield. There's one that makes your shields recharge 50% faster, or have 50% less cooldown. And then there's one that gives you 400% extra shield, but your shields never recharge.
Grab as many as you can and bring them back to the ship. The more you bring back, the better for us.
For me, I feel like the one that makes your shields 400% but never recharge is probably one of the weaker options for most mission types, but it does have a level of usefulness, you know? If you're doing like a shorter mission, I could see it being really good.
Get out of there.
Sorry, I'm not super chatty today. Work is really cracking the whip today. You're fine, Sarah?
Get out now.
You are absolutely fine. We got one of those grapplers. Steal that ASAP. Good deal. I think I can clear out the rest. So that one time you guys saw me get locked, where I was, I did a unstuck and it sent me all the way back to the ship here. Couldn't move. An easy fix would have been just to grab that grapple.
Grabbing ammo.
That would have
Taking ammo.
fixed the problem. So that's a workaround for the bug right now. I'm sure they'll get it patched eventually, but for right now, the workaround is use a grapple point or go down.
Grabbing ammo.
We'll unstuck you. Hello, friend. Thank you. So fires completely ignore shields at this point, guys. And I love proximity strike. I've told you guys that before. I love proximity strike for the javelin because it makes your melee strike a lot more powerful.
Check this out. Grab ammo.
Spider tank down here. Okay. Speaking of the spider tank, he's coming to visit. Okay, spider tank down. I love focus module, guys. As long as you can hit crits, it's doing huge damage. It drops. It drops spider tanks very quickly.
Drone!
careful, the company may jettison you out the airlock.
It will take me a moment to reach it. Expect region opposition.
There it is. On your feet, sir.
Grabbing ammo.
Okay, the door's now
Good.
open.
Open.
Grab ammo.
Sounds like we got plenty of friends here.
Hostile ships
Okay.
already here. Quickly, get back.
Try to take him away. He's dead. Alright. Where's his back? Got him.
There's a jammer ship inbound. You can't jump until it's destroyed.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Stay
Alright.
alert.
Ship's taking some heavy hits. I'm gonna get to the pilot seat, guys. Let's get shields back up and going as quick as possible. Make sure destination is set.
Initiating takeoff.
We need to get on the move. We're taking a lot of sniper hits.
Shield unit installed.
Okay, sniper down. Sniper down.
Material collected. Empty collectors to retrieve. There's the jammer ship.
Good
Take
shot.
it out so we can
He just took out two with his handheld railgun.
The
That's
jammer has been
amazing.
destroyed. Excellent work. Now get us out of here.
Alright, ready to go, guys. Grab your loot and let's go.
Attach point detected. Remove them.
Where do you need to go, my friend? Alright. GG, guys. Excellent crew. Ship back from the brink. Yup. Got a little close, but we came back. Alright, cool deal. Alright. Good job, guys.
Interesting.
You guys can pick a mission if you'd like.
Hey there, Ace.
One Prank says he's fine with whatever. So what we got here? Shield recycler, reflective raft, anti-ship arsenal. It's all fun. I might swap out mod
I got
mix.
some great stuff for you, my
I really
friend.
like this build, but let's try. I'm thinking impact redirector and feedback redirector. So I'm going to be hot swapping between my melee weapon and my ranged weapon. I still gonna need a new paint job. Yep. Let's go with that, and I'll be hot swapping between them. And I got 4 points that I can put just about anything into. So, let's go with amplifier, riposte amplifier for the extra damage from all melee weapons. Stack it, and then I'm thinking. Let's go with shock pants, so I can help with engineering tasks a little bit easier, if need be.
Anything new to report?
There are some interesting options for our next expedition.
And since we're running that, let's go ahead. We did Vault, we did Data Breach. I do not see... I was hoping to have Mark 5 artillery, but I don't see one. There's a Mark 4. Let's do that.
Mission parameters, mission destination set. Prepared for jump when you are ready.
And I like the current build on the dart. I think that would be good for this situation. And for the artifacts, was there anything that should be relevant? I'm gonna grab Shield Recycler and Reflective Wrath, which will come in handy. And I think we're good. I need to start storing up credits. They're gonna add new things that I'm gonna have to purchase credits with, like new helmets or something. I'm not gonna have the funds to do it. Probably just farm data breaches on my solo time and just craft as many credit cases as possible. Good there, and Shadow dropped off, guys. So I have muted Discord, so if anybody joins Discord, you don't have to worry about being heard.
The coalition needs us to seize control.
An SMG.
We should prepare ourselves and start making our way over there. Hopefully, we can get there before the battle begins.
I'm gonna put these here. Let's grab Nisa. Alright, Nisa secured. There we go. Did we pick a destination? Let's see, what do we got? Yuletide presents, which somebody needs, so we should probably go that direction. But that gives artifacts. That also gives Yuletide presents. So I'm thinking we can go that direction, but I'd kind of like to go for the artifacts if we can help it. Alright. Yeah. If that's what you want to do, we'll go for that. That's fine.
Jump imminent. Remains.
Alright. I'm loving my new mouse and keyboard setup, guys. So, just show you real quick. This is the keyboard that I'm running. Nothing fancy, but it's a 75% mechanical keyboard.
You'll need to perform an override, so
I normally turn RGB off on anything I've got, but the keys are kind of hard to see without the RGB because of the layout on this. But I've got it turned to kind of an orange color, which I kind of like. I think fits the aesthetic of my setup. And my engines are unpowered. Probably ion storm issue. Okay, we're working on it. Got it. Cool.
Drones.
Okay, engines back up. Good deal. And yeah, I love the keyboard. It's nice. It's nothing expensive or fancy, but it does the job, right?
Look over here.
Can't speak to longevity yet. We'll see.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Okay, he's heading for the vet, so we'll let him do that, and we'll deal with the rest of it. I am getting no indication.
Drones.
There it is. Got radiation on board. Nice shot, man. Nice shot. Okay, unless we got a fighter. He's gonna be in range. Good deal. Good shooting, buddy. Okay. Let's go pick up a friend and. Okay, he's interested in going for the vet, so let's give him a hand. Let's go drop the vet. Okay, looks like he's on board, so we'll just get clear. Cool.
Check this out.
There's a buoy here.
Look.
He's taking a little bit of damage, guys. Let's go give him a hand. We might as well in the hot drop. not shoot it. Okay. Stop taking damage. That's good. Let's hold our fire, bud. We don't want to take out our friend. Okay, he got it. Nice job, buddy. Alright. Okay. So we got the goods.
New component found. Install
Nice.
it and try it out. Return it to the hangar for
Good job,
analysis
guys.
and upgrades.
We'll see if this drops any materia.
Materia collected.
Yep.
Empty collectors.
Then we're gonna go for the buoy.
Check this out.
Keep it bare aluminum. Make it look like a P-51 Mustang. Ooh, that sounds fun. I actually designed some fan art of a ship that I thought was pretty cool. They used some assets from the P-51, from the Mustang. It was pretty cool. I used the bubble cockpit to create gunner stations. It's kind of fun. If you guys want to see what I'm talking about, it's in the it's in my Discord, but it's under fan art. It's also in the fan art section in the official Discord for the Jump Space crew.
I detect additional Legion forces. They will detect our override. That's the vault. Once we've breached the security system, I can open the gate. Parking procedure initiated.
Not enough material to do anything. That's fine. I got a heat blade, so I got a pistol. I'll be fine. What is on foot? Whoa, on foot ammo box in the wall. Okay.
Ammo.
Little bit of a bug there, but it's all right. We got a couple of weapons here. I'll grab the shotty.
Grab the sticks. Ammo.
All right. The shotgun I find to be especially good for this level, this particular sector.
Hostiles incoming. You need to fight.
Yeah, it looks like in-wall ammo. Yeah.
Connected.
Got mid stems there. That's useful to know. I hear you. Got friends up top. Got a laser drone. Here sounds like a spotter tank.
Drone over here.
It's a heavy.
System malfunction identified. A
Alright,
manual
I got that. I'm
bypass
close
is required.
anyway. Whoop. There's the laser.
Progress halted. You need to perform a manual bypass to proceed.
Howdy.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass
Yeah,
is
you're good, bud.
required.
I feel. Yeah. Yeah, stars for the beam lasers. I love that.
Look over here.
Weird. He was dead. Okay. That's a weird glitch.
Raptor!
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
Oops. Didn't miss those shots. Okay. Low on health. Let's move.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
You got a crazy deal on a 5090, huh? Jeez. Well,
Override complete. We're done. Empty the vault and we can move.
Drones! Grabbing ammo.
yeah, NVIDIA likes to keep its VRAM to itself.
We are being boarded. Clear out the intruders.
Stock up. Grabbed ammo. Taking ammo. Grabbed ammo.
What and why? How and why? Why is why? Just why?
Yeah, the oh, so sorry, we got friends on the ship. I think they're gonna get cleared. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. VRAM has been a weird thing lately. Something that Valve is doing with the Steam Machine is kind of interesting is they're going the route of incorporating your RAM just period across the board. So like
stims.
the 16 gigabytes of RAM and the 8 gigabytes, I think it's 8 gigabytes they said, of VRAM is going to
Yeah,
be...
it's 8 gigs of VRAM.
Is going to be incorporated in such a way that when you run out of VRAM, it's going to pull from the standard RAM, which is interesting. I'm not sure what the Sarah says, "What's the plan for lunch today?" Green says, "I'll pick you up and we'll just go home. No one will notice." Yep.
Help me out.
Then you guys can join me in stream. I mean, my wife wrote a doctor's note for Green before. I mean, she's a licensed vet tech, right? Right? Never mind that she hasn't practiced in years, but that's beside the point.
There's a ship in the sector carrying a portable jammer. We need to destroy it.
I tell you what, though, if you keep animals, having a vet tech in the house is probably one of the most cost-effective things you can have around, because vet bills are crazy, guys. So if you keep pets and you've got
tell me about it.
you got a vet tech in the house, oh my lord. On top of that,
Yeah, I have 7 cats, so I'm painfully aware.
no doubt. That's not true. They only notice when I'm doing something I'm not supposed to. Yeah, no, it was like, well, and so the laws up in North Carolina for treating your own animals are a lot more strict. Down here in Florida, it's a lot. Right now, I'm in Florida visiting family, and we're going to be down here for just a little bit longer, right?
Drone over here.
But because we're visiting family down here, and both the way life is for us and our work and everything, we can go anywhere, right? So I'm down here with my computer and everything, and we're going to be here for a little bit longer. My father-in-law's getting married, so we're here for visiting and being here for the wedding. Anyway, laws down here in Florida are a lot less strict when it comes to treating your own animals. Like, up in North Carolina, you can practically go to prison for giving your animal legally obtained pain medication, you know, if it is not prescribed by a vet. Whereas in Florida, they kind of don't care. As long as you're not abusing the animal, they're not going to say anything. We've here in Florida, my wife and I, because I was a farrier, horseshoer. Horseshoers usually work hand in hand with vets when treating animals, so you pick up a thing or two. Plus, you have to have some basic medical knowledge to be a farrier anyway.
I need it right now.
Anyway, so between the two of us, we used to treat our own animals. We've stitched animals, we've done all kinds of things when it became necessary. I remember my neighbor's goat got attacked by a bear one time, and he couldn't afford a vet, so he called us over, and with his permission, we cleaned it, stitched it, did the whole 9 yards. Fortunately, the internal damage on the animal was too intense from the bear attack for us to do much to save its life in the end, but we tried to make his life a little bit better before it passed away. So we've done things like that. That was a long time ago, but we've been in North Carolina for about 8 years, and the law, like I said, the laws are pretty strict in North Carolina, so you got to be real careful what you choose to do.
Attached lines detected. Remove them.
Whether you're qualified or not, somebody who's legally licensed in the state needs to take care of things, so don't get yourselves in trouble by trying to do something that, just because you know how to do it, you know?
Doesn't mean you legally can.
Exactly, just because you know how doesn't mean you legally can. It's like, I know how to drive, but do I have a license? You know what I mean? Same concept.
Yeah, like... Exactly.
Corvette disabled. You may board it and look for valuables.
So, anyway.
It's like, should I be flying around with no shields and 20% ship hull? Is it a good idea?
Drone.
No. Can I do it? Yes. Will I do it? Maybe.
I actually get cared about more from Green's boss than my own. His boss is amazing. Well, I'm glad he's got a good boss. So what's
coming from getting moved places from a location that had a really shit boss to a really good one? Yeah, it makes a world of a difference.
Oh yeah, it makes a huge difference. I've had good bosses, I've had bad bosses.
Look here.
Self-destruction sequence initiated.
We got that. Let's go ahead and get off. Alright, yeah, it does make a difference. But I've also found, oftentimes we tie up happiness with our careers, and I found that at times, while certainly you don't want to be in a place where you're being abused and mistreated, I'm not advocating for that. I do think sometimes, depending on the financial circumstances of the world around us, being willing to
Look.
Happiness is something that we can usually
Fire extinguisher.
give ourselves, I find. So, like, I remember when I first started working, like, I was never happy with my job. There was always this issue, that issue, and I found at the end of the day, the problem wasn't the job, the problem was me. So, adjusting my attitude and
Prepare for combat.
doing things a little differently on my end, it actually made me a lot happier in my work. And I didn't need the perfect job to be happy anymore. But again, I'm not advocating that somebody stay at a place where they're being abused or mistreated or anything. That's a different can of worms.
Yeah, that was unfortunately my situation.
Yeah, and it happens a lot, unfortunately. It's very common. So, I'm certainly not suggesting
Check
that
this
that's
out.
okay. But I am
Yeah,
saying... Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, buddy.
the thing that sucked was like I actually liked my job, and then it turned into a situation of just sucking all of the joy out of it because of just like it was the kind of like nitpick kind of thing, but gaslighting you into thinking that you actually did screw something up
Yeah.
when you actually didn't. We're trying to gaslight you. That level of toxic.
Yup. I've had jobs like that. Not many, but I've had a few. My first job was not good. I actually, I worked for Home Depot, and I'm not saying Home Depot is a bad place to work for, you guys. The manager I had was extremely unpleasant.
Drone over here.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Home Depot in general, but but like with any kind of department store, it comes down to who your manager is.
Yep, 100%. It does. If the store's being managed bad, you're not gonna have a good experience. Just the way it is.
Like, in my particular line of work, had that really shit manager at the place where I was, and then change of scenery as I asked for a transfer to a different location, and yeah, it made a world of difference.
Yep. It does make a world of difference. It always stinks when you got a job that you love, but his boss told me he would be willing to send Green over here to production so I could work in the warehouse. Uh-oh, Green. Sarah's trying to steal your job, buddy. Oh, you got a friend down. I'm gonna rush him. Try and cover me, bud.
Drone.
I'm gonna go in and try to get my friend up. Okay. Alright, seems like we lost a man, unfortunately. Not sure what happened there. Alright, patch is open. Good job, guys. Alright, cool. That was clean, guys. Nice. Alright. Well, we're set to jump. I'm gonna go ahead and... We got a bunch of Mark III halberds and stuff here, guys, so help yourselves. This is all fair game. If you don't have material disruption or anything, I'm gonna go ahead and craft an on-foot ammo crate. Let's see... What's the next area? It's gonna be rocket debris. I'm gonna go ahead and deploy ammo crate here.
Grabbing ammo.
Help yourselves, guys. And then, so
Here,
there's a...
stock
I
up.
think I cleared that buoy, but I could be mistaken. It's still being shown up on scanners, so maybe there's something I missed. Oh. Well, the supply spawned on the
Grab
other side
ammo.
of the rubble, so I'm gonna fly us over there.
Taking
Just
ammo.
A little closer.
It might also just be the icon bugging out again, because I've seen a few reports of that.
It has happened, and it's probably the case because, frankly, it had items in it that were saying they were open, but there was nothing there. Like, there were cases that were open, but there was nothing in the case, and then I would click on it, and it acted like it opened the case, and then suddenly an item was there. So, I think it was a little bit bugging, but it's alright. I got marked.
It happens.
Yeah. This is very much an early access game, so, like, bugs are gonna happen. And, guys, come on, we get bugs in full productions, full releases, you know? So,
Yeah, like we have massive game-breaking bugs and I am making quotation marks with my hands, quote unquote AAA games. Quote unquote AAA games.
Go ahead and heal up, guys. We got the materia, so no reason for you guys to run around at low health.
Help
I
me
am gonna
out.
double check that buoy, but I don't think there's anything there. Alright, sounds good, man.
Over here.
Sarah says, be right back. Green says, I'm the opposite. My job is whatever. I'm here because no one else would do it. The people keep me here, and long as we finish our work, we can do whatever we want. Like, what am I doing right now? Like what you're doing right now, gotcha. Yeah, that's great. Oh, I did miss something. There's a wrench. Okay. 10-4. But that looks like that is it. Good deal. I am surprised how quickly I have picked up mouse and keyboard, guys. I went from using controller with motion controls and stuff, which is what I've used for years, to using mouse and keyboard a little over a week ago at this point, and I already feel very comfortable using it. Like, I haven't touched gaming with mouse and keyboard except for Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO. I played, that was mouse and keyboard only. I mean, you could jury rig a controller to work, but it wasn't going to work out of the box. So I just used mouse and keyboard for that. And I remember it felt so awkward. But I do think it was partially the mouse and keyboard I was using. This gaming mouse and keyboard that I've got here, well, they're not expensive. They make the experience a whole lot better.
Alert. We've jumped into an asteroid
I was using my
storm
old
that's
office mouse and keyboard initially, and
new data to be able to leave.
welcome in.
It seems that one
I'm
of
not
the
going to
wrecks
attempt to
has
read that
valuables.
name, but welcome in.
If you feel confident, you could try and get it.
Let's see. Make sure the destination is set.
Help me out.
Gonna try and fight the strike force coming in from this cover, so we can avoid the asteroids.
The strike force is approaching.
So if I could get somebody on gun, that'd be helpful. I'm gonna rotate the ship where you got a better line of sight.
The strike force is here.
Oh, we got a vet. It's out of range. We have to move. We got missiles coming. I'm gonna try to keep us in cover as much as possible. We got a thruster malfunction. Good shot, bud. Alright, let's get behind this asteroid while the thruster malfunction is dealt with. Okay, good job. Ooh, that was quick. You already got it. Nice. There, we got a gunship here. Okay, he's toast. Got some materia. You guys are good on repairs. Got a Corvette there. He is not taking out damage from the asteroids. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna have to drop him fast.
Corvette a blade of hull armor be like?
Yeah, no doubt. Corvette's like, what asteroids? What are you talking about? I would love it if we, I'd love it if we got the Corvette as a playable ship. I think that would be fun.
See, you say that, but then like if you look at the actual bottle, there's an interior to it.
That is true.
Like you can see, like there's a cockpit to it and everything. Like it really does, and there's even set modules. Like you can tell, like, oh, there's a railgun, there's turrets, there's a multi-turret system on here, there's seeker missile racks on here. But they have clearly defined modules.
Oh, that Corvette is still not down? There he goes. Oh, what, did it have like a sliver of health? That's hilarious. Okay, I thought I dropped it.
One
Sorry
health in a
about
dream.
that, guys. One health in a dream, yep.
Drone over here.
It's like that guy from the Monty Python and the hunt for the Holy Grail, search for the Holy Grail. I'll bite your legs off! Just a flesh wound!
there are these old like dumb commercials, like insurance commercials that would be on like on TV, but they have like mannequins doing like real life stuff.
Oops.
And it's like and then there was like one where they had like a mannequin dad cheering on like a mannequin kid at a soccer game, and then like the soccer ball gets kicked and knocks the mannequin's head off, and the dad just goes, "Walk it off, son." That's what I think of.
All right, we got materia
Over
here,
here.
and then a supply drop there, and then a cache there. All the points are over here, so we got to go that way anyhow.
Here.
All right.
Materia
So,
collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
from what I understand, and based on what I've read, it sounds like the next content update is leaning towards more story and new ship ?
Yeah, that's my guess. Because looking at the yeah, Spectre, absolutely. Looking at the okay, I'm gonna have to pause here. How can I get over there in cover for the most part? We got asteroids here. I could probably slip through. Looking at the roadmap, most of the things that they're going to add content-wise in this chapter have been added. Like, for, like, elements, like the player trade system, it's in the game now, right? And then,
Auxiliary power critical. Stabilize it now.
things of that nature, things that they were talking about adding, those are now in the game. They got those. Let's get the fires. So, my guess is at this point, we're looking at basically story elements and shield revamp, which they talk about. We're gonna get the shield
I'm really
revamp.
curious what that. I'm really curious what that entails. See, I come from a game where you have to actively manage a power distributor, and if you shuffle your power distributor into your shield when you're under fire, you get up to 60% extra damage reduction.
That's pretty sweet.
So I'm used to stuff like that. So you can effectively milk your shield.
I need a
regener.
lift.
Like, you also have to pick and choose. Like, okay, I can sit here and tank all this, but I need more engine power, so I'm gonna have to tank. So I'm gonna have to weaken the shield a little bit to be able to. Oh, I don't know, boost per se.
Alright. We got friends out in the open. Alright, I'm coming for you, buddy. Go ahead and grab the ship, bud. All aboard. Okay. Alright, let's get to cover. See some there. And nice.
Shield unit
We got
installed.
a friend there. Okay, he's almost here. What's his health like? Okay, he'll make it. Good deal. Good, you guys got that covered. Alright, let's plot my next. Next up is just to get to the points. We're gonna have to deal with mines. This
Check
is the
this
closest
out.
point. Alright, what's gonna be the best way to get there? Probably if I can go around undercover. Let's see. Get some cover here. Yep, okay, there's cover. So guys, when you're doing this mission type, stick in cover as much as you can help it. When you're in this particular these sectors,
Found an artifact.
with the
Artifact.
where you have to hit the points to be able to jump out.
I found an artifact.
There's usually places that you can take cover from stuff. Those mines are just going to crash into that wall as soon as they aggro to me, so I'm just going to stay on this side of the debris and let them do their thing.
Shield attached
Okay.
flying cannon.
Looks like one decided to be a little bit smarter. Okay. Alright, good job. Teammate got it.
That's one down, but we still need additional data.
Okay, next point. Let's see, we got that one, and we got that one. That one's probably the closest.
That's low key scary if mine AI gets smarter.
If mine AI gets smarter, it could be
Pilot
scary.
cannon critical.
Okay, my pilot cannons are down, guys. Not super relevant to this mission, but I'd rather not this sector, but I'd rather not lose them. All right, and we got fires. Looks like you guys are dealing with the pilot cannons, which is good. And you guys got that.
That's
Good
one
deal.
down, but we still need
Nice.
additional data.
All right, we got a buoy over here. It looks like. I'm wondering, is that the? Could that be the Corvette? I need to check the scanners. Yeah, it's a buoy.
Help me out.
Let's get the point before we worry about anything else. If we got ship health and stuff, then we can worry about any loot that might be on that buoy. Now I rotate the ship so that the asteroids are less likely to hit me. So the thin part of the ship is facing the asteroids. I have no idea if that's actually helpful in the game mechanics. But my brain says that should work. So.
That's all the data.
Yeah, it helps a little bit because sometimes they miss, but the fact that they home in is just, yeah, that's a little silly.
Yep. Okay. Well, I think we've got enough. We can probably go for that buoy, guys.
Checking.
Can you try and plan the best way to get there? Let's see. Yeah, the fact that they home is interesting. I mean, I understand why they chose to go that way, but because
Shield unit installed.
they don't want it just being random, you're not taking any damage. But at the same time, like it's like with the shotgun, right? If you're throwing pellets everywhere, at least some of them are gonna land.
Yeah.
Oh, thruster malfunction, that's a problem. Guys behind cover though. Was fire extinguisher. Oh, we got a friend down. Going for him. He went for the loot and went down, I think. So I'm gonna go res him. Gotta get my shields back up before I can help him. Otherwise, I'll just go down. Hopefully, he's got
Still.
enough time.
Grab the metamate.
Okay. Yep. Perfect.
Yeah, I hope they fix that. I hope they fix that thing with the resing too. That it keeps cropping up where if you res someone too close to the timer running out, it just eats the materia and it still doesn't res them.
I haven't experienced that. What I've experienced when I got real close, because somebody rezzed me when as my time ran out. What we experienced is it treated it, like in some respects like a self-revive, in some respects like somebody revived me. So basically, I dropped my weapons, but I rezzed in place and it took the materia. But I did revive, and I was able to grab my weapons right away and get right back to it. So, is there any chance somebody can fly
I
the
need it
ship
right
over this way?
now.
Because I'm not sure I have enough health to make it back.
That's always the fun part in the Astro terms. You fly all the way out there and you're like, oh, now I gotta get back.
Please hold the ship still for a sec. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, go ahead and let's get the heck out of Dodge, guys. If everybody's on the ship. Yeah, they got that. Good deal. Nice. All right. Ready to jump. And you might be able to guess where we can jump from cover.
Special weapon critical. Stage shield unit.
Special weapon critical. Why exactly? We're not taking damage. Okay, shields are in place. Good deals. I can definitely get us over here, and then we can jump for cover over here for sure.
Ammo.
Okay. Alright. We can jump from here, and we will not get hit by the asteroids. All right. I'm ready when you guys are. We got all the loot. We don't have
Transition to jump space imminent.
we don't have a whole lot of material left, but we'll be alright. Turning the ship should help, but they are smart asteroids. Yeah, for sure. I've had some success doing young Anakin's technique of spinning the ship. Whoa! Health station Hauk. Yeah, I should have. But we're also hurting from materia, so yeah.
No major threats detected on sensors. We should be free to explore the
Flashbacks to the sabotage.
Oh yeah, that one was rough.
Stalker.
because the game just said, hey,
Yes,
hey, would you like an
renegade.
asteroid store right off the bat? Hey, would you like even less materia off the
Check
bat?
over
too?
here.
Yeah, we got enough materia, guys. Everybody should be able to heal, which I would highly recommend.
We really,
Help me
really,
out.
really like we should have just.
Bedstead.
I wish we could just like plant a free like a flag and nose that just says, "This is not a place of honor."
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Got a buoy.
Look
we
here.
got materia over there. Okay. Cool deal. I'll grab the materia and then swing us over to the buoy. Oh, there's med stems. Nice. That is helpful.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
What was that, Green? Green, you see this? I scuffed the paint because you were distracting me. Come on, man. Now there's bloodstains in the pilot seat. Limited materia, sure, but when your health is 7, just a flesh wound, bud. Rub some dirt in it, we'll be fine.
It'll be fine, trust.
It's like that, it's that saying, nah, bro, I'd win.
Pilot, pick me up.
Parking procedure initiated.
Oh,
Like,
so
you'll be
you're the Black Knight
fine.
now, huh? Yeah, exactly.
Like I said earlier, walk it off, son.
Yep. I will say one thing I've noticed with the some of the augments is that sometimes they cut out. Like it just certain sectors, like for a single sector, it'll like cut out and it'll be fine in the next sector. I've noticed that occasionally. Like with the focus module, suddenly I'm getting one shots where I shouldn't, and suddenly it's not doing the extra damage that it should be doing. And then also on the flip side, it feels like proximity strike is sometimes not doing what it should be doing. Like it should be making a melee BAP with my rifle, but a single strike against the spiders, and then randomly it'll just not work. It'll be a 2-shot. So, a little strange, just a little bug. I'll probably bring it up to the devs, but yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be fixed over the holidays though.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's something I would definitely flag with them to see if they've noticed. Because that's problematic to say the least.
Not sure if it's true.
Ow.
I'm not sure that if it's true of all augments, but I have noticed for a couple of them it seems to be the case. They work 99% of the time, but then there's that 1% where they just shut off.
As we like to say in that other game that I've played, game worked good, no bug. Or my personal favorite, what they'll do on the issue tracker sometimes is they'll just go working as intended.
Working as intended. Yep.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Oh, is that... So that's a rare resonant amplifier, and guys, at level 2 it's doing +4 level. So.
Excuse you?
And then at legendary, it does +4 level at level 1.
Excuse you?
So, yeah, the artifacts are a lot more powerful now because if you get the legendaries, they're just insane. Like this force fields is legendary, and it's 1,500 shields for every jump.
I like that. I like that they rebalanced artifacts this way rather than just straight nerfing them.
Yep.
I like that they did it this way.
It's pretty sweet, I think.
So here's my question: does Vosk only sell commons?
Vosk only sells commons, yeah. If you're buying from him,
okay.
Now that I don't, whether or not that's true of the other vendor that you get mid-mission, I'm actually not sure. I'll have to test that.
Ooh, that's a good point.
It doesn't. I've been to the vendor since the update, and it didn't indicate that they were any particular mark or any particular level before purchasing. So I would have to purchase to know. But we'll see. Definitely gonna experiment.
I kind of want to do. I kind of want to do like a materia munching round test. When I get my new PC, like we just fish for a trader on a long mission, and we farm as much materia as we can, and then just start buying artifacts to see what happens.
It's actually a good idea. Just test things.
Do it on like maybe like a challenge 3, so the final node isn't too punishing if we use up all our materia on this.
Yeah. Because for testing, you can do any challenge rating as long as it's not specific to the. As long as the challenge rating isn't specific to the test, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I figure 3 is a good test bed because I still going to give extra loot opportunities, especially for like vets, stuff like that.
Yep.
On that note, I liked seeing what they did with the components, having their value, but doubling the amount you can find in the mission.
Oh, I am
kind of improves the economy.
I'm running different augments than I thought I was. That's probably part of my issue. I will say they do sometimes not work, but it's not always the case, right? I'm getting radiation. Where is it coming from? There must be something up on this balcony. Okay.
So like it is nice that they improve the materia ingot economy, but that only really applies to everybody who's not maxed out on ingots.
Improved it and downgraded it in some respects. Like components are now only 0.5 of an ingot instead of a whole ingot, so you got to get 10 as opposed to 5 to get max ingot rewards from components.
Check over here.
But you can now find materia ingots in mission, and in certain missions you can even craft them. So, you know, and those give a reward a whole ingot. I do think you can also go beyond the 10 cap because you can find ingots straight up in the mission. It's a little bit harder to do that now that components are not as rewarding, but like if you're doing data breach where you can just straight up craft materia ingots for 140 materia, then I mean you could practically have infinite ingots, right?
Okay, so basically what you could do is you could run a data breach mission, farm a bunch of materia, and then on your way out the door you just craft an ingot.
Basically, yeah. I'm actually curious to see how many ingots I can get out of a data breach. Like, ingots are not even remotely helpful to me right now because I've had to hit the cap.
Yeah,
because still only carry 100, you know. So.
Yeah, I mean I'm maxed out on that too.
So I mean, gaining ingots for me in mid-mission right now is pointless other than the fact that I want to do some testing. So.
Yeah, but for others it's still useful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And here's the thing too. The oh, thruster malfunction. Here's the thing too. You can craft a large credit case, which is 200 credits apiece, for 80 materia in that mission. So people have been asking, how do you get rewards in that mission? Because like the rewards for winning the mission, even on challenge rating 5, are pathetic. It's like 2 materia ingots and like 400 credits. Okay. But the kicker being you're able to craft those things mid-mission. So
that's actually your reward. Is you create your own reward in those missions, kind of thing.
Exactly. Plus, you can craft Mark III weapons there too. So
Extraction
I've heard people say that those missions are pointless. I strongly disagree. I also believe that
I disagree with that off the premise right off the bat. Is the fact that you can craft stuff like that, which you can't do anywhere else.
Exactly. I feel like it's one of the more useful missions that they've added, honestly. But what do I know?
Because like that very thing is kind of like why. It's kind of like why I had friends wanting to bum rush to Kryn, because they wanted to do the endless mode data extraction to farm ingots and just farm credits.
Yeah, exactly.
And does data breach only spawn in Kryn?
Currently, and there's always at least one Mark 5 or challenge rating 5 one. Always.
So it's just like the data extraction then, where they.
Basically, yeah. It's data extraction, but on foot. Guys, we've got to claim this. We got to claim this cannon. We're on a limited time to do it, so.
So so did they replace any of the mission types that spawn on Kryn, or do they just expand how many can spawn in Kryn?
I think it's more. I think of it more of an expansion. I'm gonna shell really bad. How's the ship holding up? The ship's not holding up great.
Okay. It's. I do like that though, that they're kind of, at least for the moment, doubling down on Kryn being like the quote unquote end game, because I mean it basically is right now.
Yep. Get right up in the walker's face, scope with the javelin, and blast it right in the eye. Point blank range. I don't think that's how you're supposed to use a javelin, but it works.
I thought it was a shotgun.
Shotgun with a scope.
Unironically, I love that at the Mark III job. Assuming that the Mark III Maul actually has that little sight on it.
Yeah. Did everyone get
There's funny story actually. That other game that I've come from that I won't name for now it used to have a funny bug on foot where shotguns, if for whatever reason, if you combined hipfire accuracy and scope, it would collapse the pellet spread and just turn it into a freaking sniper.
Oh wow.
It's a plasma shotgun, so it does have like a travel time and everything, but it would like collapse all the pellets, so you could just one shot things roll right through shields.
Drone over here.
But they tried to fix it, but then they came back because like they fixed the hip fire straight up doing it, but the scope, if you aim down sights and use that scope, it still collapsed the pellet spread because of the shrunk FOV.
So this build is actually
dumb.
Pretty powerful if you're willing to hot swap. Like, so basically what it does is it buffs your melee strikes when you hit something with a ranged weapon, and then it buffs your ranged weapon when you kill something with a melee strike. So just hot swapping between the two is actually pretty effective and keeps your damage pretty well buffed for most of the time. It does have you kind of playing as a bit of a kamikaze though, because you're going to be rushing things down with a melee weapon all the time.
Reminds me of that post. Parry this, you filthy casual.
Exactly.
I love that post so much.
On top of that, I also have, speaking of that, I also have the augment that causes parries to give you extra damage. 40% extra damage.
Oh no.
So, combining all that, it's, high
I
damage.
need it right now.
Coming to you.
I am absolutely like I'm absolutely gonna be using that using that to kill spider tanks, 'cause that just sounds hilarious.
Especially since you can get close to the radioactive spider tanks now. Radioactive.
It's like hello there.
Radioactive spider tanks don't repulse you, and spider tanks actually take, from what I can tell, extra damage from melee strikes than they do from range weapons. So,
Yeah, that is why they had the knockback effect, because I found that out one time when I got pushed into one, and I swung at it and I dealt a crap ton of damage, and I'm like, okay, I guess they're just weak to melee. That's why they have the knockback.
Yep, for sure.
We are being boarded.
Okay.
Which is cool though, because it does mean that if you're lucky enough to actually get a hit in, it's gonna hit like a truck.
Okay, cool deal.
Approaching one of the cannons. They will retake control and fire it at our ships.
And I appreciate that they've
Grabbing ammo.
balanced the game in such a way that you can do stuff like this.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Okay, we got a few moments before that cannon's taken over. I'm gonna try and drop some of these enemy ships first. And I'm gonna swing so that way. Okay, how many ships remaining? Just the vet. Okay. If we can drop the vet, hopefully they will stop spawning, but I can't guarantee that.
Destroy the disruptor and point it back on them.
The enemy fleet is nearly destroyed.
We got more coming in now.
Corvette disabled.
Grab the enemy.
They board it and look for valuables.
Alright, we need to go grab the cannon.
Look over here.
Is anybody willing to
Pilot
hot
cannon
drop?
critical. Stabilize it now.
I'm getting this close. If somebody could repair that pilot cannon before it blows up,
I
that'd be great.
detect an enemy assault on one of the cannons. Don't let them capture it. Legion.
Okay, good deal. Pilot cannons are back up and running. Good job, guys. Alright, okay.
Parking. Shield unit installed. Shield unit
I'd
installed.
actually rather not park, but it's okay. You guys go for it.
Legion has gained control of the cannon.
Go ahead, and I'm gonna lift the ship off and keep it alive, guys.
We lost the cannon.
You're supposed to throw the javelin. What?
Will fire on our ships. Don't
Oh,
let that
okay.
happen. Disruptor
Alright, we got a
destroyed.
couple people away.
Reset
Good
the
deal.
mechanism.
Alright, let's go deal with ships. So basically, in multiplayer, guys, the ships don't stop spawning, so you kind of have to divide and conquer in this mission type. It's a good idea to... that's why I actually prefer the dart for this one, because the dart functions, even in 4-player, very effectively with just 2 players. Whereas the catamaran, you almost require 3, so... I prefer
It scales way. The scaling is just too nutty on 4-player cat.
Yeah. Alright guys, I'll come pick you up and take you to the next cannon. We need
And like this is a perfect use case for nitro pulse engine on the dart.
oh it is.
Attach mines
You're not wrong.
Same for defense missions.
Okay.
Like I wasn't a fan of the turn speed on nitro pulse, and then I kind of started to experiment with it. I'm like, okay, this has some major use cases.
Check over here.
Alright, we're coming in close, guys.
Shield unit installed.
Because the dart's turn rate is already so high anyway, so like it doesn't like it just doesn't matter with nitro pulse. It feels like.
Okay. Well, we got component stabilizer, took care of the radioactivity. So that's good.
Check this out.
Guys, go ahead and hot drop. And
I feel like you kind of need component stabilizer on artillery just because of how insane the malfunctions get.
it's helpful.
Parking procedures.
Our fleet
Nice.
won't last much longer.
I'm away, guys.
Parking procedure. Disruptor destroyed. Reset the mechanism.
Oops, I'm fired. That's right. Yeah, the shell was a little too heavy, and I got fire on me, so that's a problem.
Ship examining. Build ship
That's a shot.
acquisition in the assembler.
Good deal. All right, I got this one. Go for the next one. I'm at 9 health. So,
The Legion is approaching one of
where's the other one? There it is.
They will retake control and fire it at our
All right,
ships.
ship's low in health.
The cannon has been
I remember the last time you told me that, and I look at the health and I just see like a little sliver of health with no repair kits, and I'm just like,
Legion troops are about to deploy.
like craft faster.
Initiating takeoff.
Okay, we need to claim that last cannon and then we win.
Here.
That is. Let's prioritize that and keeping the ship alive. We're at the fire extinguishers there. We don't have enough material for repairs, so honestly, we really do need to divide and conquer. Somebody needs to stay on the ship and pilot. I'll go down and
Shield unit installed.
go down and claim the cannon. If we can claim this cannon, we win. Just try and keep the ship alive, guys. Deal with the enemy ships as you're able.
Parking procedure initiated.
I'm gonna try and rush this real quick.
Parking procedure.
Let that laser drone do its thing. There's a couple of them. Swap those lasers.
Disruptor destroyed.
Okay, he's got the disruptor.
Now engage the cannon.
Okay. Good job.
The cannon has been
Okay. That's gonna win the mission, but now we gotta deal with the enemy ships, and now it's a ship blow up, I believe.
Great work. The Legion fleet is destroyed.
Alright, you guys get the repairs taken care of.
objective complete. Well done. We can
I'm
leave
gonna
whenever
drop
you
these
are
enemy
ready.
ships. Got a couple of snipers. The other one. There he is.
Check over here.
Alright, when you're chasing down snipers, guys, save your boosts for when you get close to them. You guys want to leave? That's fine. I'm good with that. We can get out. Alright, let's do it.
Preparing for jump space transition.
You're supposed to throw the javelin. Throw the javelin. Alright, GG guys. Cool. Alright.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, let's see what we got. Oh, we got forceful recycling, grid redirector, and shield reflector.
If you squint, the dents are barely even noticeable.
So those elements are good. The build's good. It wasn't my personal favorite, but it is good. Let's see. What else could I rock? Currently running a melee weapon. Could go with... I ran focus module and say proximity strike, repose amplifier, and then paired it with those. That's actually a pretty interesting build. Worth trying. I'd like to try...
Stand easy.
I've marked some opportunities that may be worth exploring. Mission parameters accepted. Mission data prepared. Get ready and let's head out.
And I'm thinking... I'm going to do forceful recycling, and I'll pick up the others just so we can feed it to forceful recycling, and then we'll get free healing. Okay. Oh, I dropped my javelin. That is not what I meant to do. Good deal. Okay. Well, there are plenty of spaces open if anybody wants to join, by the way, guys. Let's see. I am going to run a little test, I think. I'm going to run a little test. I'm going to, I want to see how many materia ingots I can walk out of here with. I got forceful recycling, so that's going to make this better than it normally would be. I'm going to give one more moment where people can join if they so desire. So once I'm in, people won't be able to join for this one. Let's see. It's all looking good. It's about midnight. Can you go out? Alright guys, so tell you what, I'm going to step away just a second and let the dog out. I will be right back. If anybody wants to join, now's a good time. Alright guys, sorry about that. Alright, let's go ahead and get this mission underway. I grabbed a Mark II Javelin. I used to run the Mark II Javelin in place of the Mark III. Hey! Gracious Cub, how you doing? I personally used to prefer to run the Mark II Javelin over the Mark III because of the scope. But I've been running the Mark III lately, and it's got some nice benefits. Larger magazine size, so 2 more bullets overall. I'm good. Glad you're doing well.
Reach the facility and establish a connection to their network.
So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna retry that out. I've got a Mark III and I've got a Mark II. I'm gonna compare the two today. It seems like fun. All right, now I grabbed forceful recycling for this mission. I'm going to plug that in. The others are not helpful for this particular mission. Red Redirector is usually one of my personal favorites, but Dadliest man, welcome in. If you want, here, because we have forceful recycling, that might make things easier for you. You get your health back. And I'm running the ability to, I'm running an augment that makes it possible for me to just one-tap little spiders with a melee strike without a melee weapon, so pretty easy for me to get my health back doing that using forceful recycling. So if you want to run that heat blade and make it a little easier on you, then by all means.
Parking procedure initiated.
Alright. Let's grab materia.
Parking procedure complete.
Okay, that's gonna put us at 40 to start with. Alright, let's do it. Well, that doesn't sound good. I heard a crashing sound down there. And I do believe the only one here is me and the dog, so... One second, guys.
Good. You're inside. Now connect me to the control room and I can start the download. While I download data, the facility will go into lockdown. We won't be able to leave until I finish the download. After each package is downloaded, I'll disconnect and activate the teleporter.
Alright,
so
let's
you
do
have
this,
the
guys.
option to leave. The facility has an assembler you can use to resupply. However, it won't work while I'm actively downloading. So be quick to use it whenever I say it's available.
Wait, let's do this right. There we go.
Good work. I've breached their encoding
I'm
and
gonna
connected to their network.
drop a few things with the
Give me
Mark
as much
II,
time as you
and I'm
can
gonna
to
drop a
gather
few
data.
things with the Mark III.
I've
Just
gained
my
access
experiment.
to the facility
I do know the
materials
extra magnification
I'll
from
need
the
you to
scope
finish
on
the
the Mark II is going to be
transfer
handy
whenever I
in this
initiate the
particular
connection
situation up on this
Be prepared,
balcony,
as I won't be able to hold it open for too
but
long.
the Mark III has a little extra damage, and the hollow scope, the hollow sight on it, can be really helpful when enemies get too close. Like that. I'm a little off. I'm gonna turn on the DPI on my car. I've got a DPI adjustment button on my mouse, so I don't know. It's been a little bit harder for me to hit things with my usual DPI today. It's having an off day, I guess.
Materia canister released.
So see what I'm saying with proximity strike? I find it useful for javelin because I can just do this, one tap these guys, and normally 2 strikes. And because I'm running forceful recycling, I just keep getting my health back.
Canister release pending.
Okay. Ah, that's over here. Got it. Okay. Excuse me, little spiders.
Materia canister released.
Got places to be.
I've diverted some power to the assembler.
Okay.
Be quick if you need to resupply.
Alright, we need ammo. Okay, he's got that. Alright, that's all I'm overly worried about right
Grab
now.
ammo.
So, good enough. Let's get a central location. We can grab it there pretty easy. Okay. I'd like to craft as many materia ingots as I can manage.
Okay,
But
they've locked onto us again. Here they come.
Good deal. I will say, doing this mission will loosen up your fingers a lot, make you more accurate on the fly.
Canister release.
You wind up having to move pretty quickly to survive in some of the harder difficulty waves that are going to happen.
Materia canister release.
Alright. Cheers in. If anybody's wanting to join me in game, by the way, let me know. I will have to back out of I will have to get to well, not back out, but I'll have to complete this mission before you guys can join, because unfortunately with this one, it's not possible to join mid-mission.
Canister release pending.
Where's the release? There it is. Now there is a drop pod that comes down right there that can squish you guys. While you're using those grapple points, it's unlikely that you're going to line up directly with it, but it can happen. And I'll show you where you got to be mindful. Alright.
Grabbing ammo.
So where you're going to have to be... Yep, I got it. Okay. Where I'm going to tell you guys to be mindful is... when grappling to that point, generally speaking, it's safe, but if you're coming from, say, right here with the right across there, there's a pod that lands basically right here, and if you happen to be lined up with that, just as that pod happens to come down, it can be an issue for you. So. Let's see. I could just send the. There's a transporter right beside the cargo, the crafting unit. So I could, you know, use that. I guess. Let's go ahead and craft another ammo box to have handy.
Okay.
Stock up.
They've locked onto us again.
He's putting them here, so I'm gonna leave him there so he knows what's going on. And find him. See, that's the one that comes down. He can get squished. On my way. And I do recommend completely avoiding that grapple point up top there, because that is a super easy place to get squished.
Materia canister released.
I'm just chilling. Keep down to join whenever you're done. Okay, sounds good, huh? I will wrap this one up as soon as I'm able. Try and get as many materia ingots as I can before I get out, but because I'd like to do some testing, just see, is there a cap for how many materia ingots you can get now in one mission? It was 10, but now you're able to just straight up get materia ingots in the mission. So I'm curious if there's still a cap, or you can get as many as you'd like.
Canister release pending.
Whoops. Okay. And Spectre said...
Materia canister release.
Man, I love the lineup on the grapple points here, guys. It's so much fun. Spectre said, if they'd make it possible to join between the waves, that would be very cool. Yeah, it would be. And it is something that they want to do. They've mentioned it before. It's highly requested. My guess is that it is something that is coming eventually, but it's a logistical issue right now. That's why it's not in the game. I don't know the logistics there, but they haven't been able to quite figure it out. For this game particularly, but that is something that they want to add in game, so.
Materia canister released.
So as we do have a little bit of damage difference between a Mark II Javelin and a Mark III is marginal, really. Doesn't make a huge difference. Okay, it's up top.
Materia canister released.
Okay, my javelin's almost out of ammo.
Taking ammo.
Good deal. Oops, missed the shot. Well.
Grabbed ammo.
Huh?
Canister release pending.
One thing I will say about the grapple points, guys, is that even if they're pushing you in the wrong direction, they still give you a huge boost of speed, so you can actually use them, spin around, and then use that speed to get the points faster, even if you just grappled in the wrong direction. So yeah, I like proximity strike for javelin, so you can do stuff like that. Okay, and we got an ammo crate there. Good deal. There's gonna be something on the map that isn't dead. It is holding up progress. So let's see about finding it.
Canister release pending.
Yep, there he is.
I've reactivated the assessor.
Cool.
Materia canister released.
I think we're gonna probably need another ammo crate, and we got enough for an ingot. So let's craft ammo.
Check it.
On-foot ammo.
Here.
Let's go materia ingot.
Ammo.
And we can just send the material ingot straight back through the cargo transporter. We got an ammo crate.
I've detected a spike in activity. Legion is sending something
Okay,
stronger
sometimes I
in
do
the
that.
next wave. Prepare for a tougher fight.
Sometimes I accidentally tap T when I'm trying to drop something with G. Little splatters. Got a heavy. I want to compare. Yeah, the magnification on the scope from the Mark II Javelin really comes in handy sometimes. But there are things about the Mark III that I really like. I actually like the hollow sight when I'm up close to things. When, say, at mid-range. Let's not get squished. That'd be unfortunate. I like the hollow sight on the Mark III at closer range. It doesn't magnify as nice as the... Oh, it's the kamikaze wave. Means we need to stay on the move. So the Mark III hollow does not magnify as well as the Mark II Javelin scope, but that makes it a little bit easier to see things up close around you. So if you're using the Javelin at mid to close range, the Mark III hollow is preferable. If you're trying to hit something with a crit all the way across this map, then it's going to be easier with the Mark II Javelin. But
Materia canister released.
what elements do I usually use? I'll show you what I'm running right now. Right now I'm running Focus Module, Proximity Strike, Repost Amplifier, which I don't have a melee weapon right now, which makes that a dead one, but Supplement Injector and Adrenaline Injector, so basically extra health, extra movement speed if I'm irradiated or on fire, and then Focus Module is a personal favorite, which makes it to where any critical strikes I do are going to do double damage.
The Coalition wants as much data as we can get. So if you want, we can go for another download. Simply reconnect me via the console. Materia canister release.
The focus module makes it where critical strikes do double damage, but anything that isn't a critical strike does half as much damage. That's one of my personal favorites for running Javelin. It's not a terrible option for some of the other weapons too. I'm just gonna say, let's go ahead and get out.
Look,
We got people ready to join, so let's go ahead and get out of Dodge. Make sure destination is set.
Initiating takeoff.
And we're good to go.
Jump imminent. Remain
Pretty cool. This update seems pretty good, but I haven't tried it properly yet. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, there's a couple of new bugs. Some people have had a little bit of as a general rule, I think stability has been better since the update, but some people have had some stuttering and stuff. I've had a little bit. So, generally speaking, it is better, but there have been some minor issues, right? Alright, cool. Gracious, welcome in. Oh, there's another heat blade. Nice. I'm gonna grab that, I think. There's also a Mark III side clip here if anybody wants it. And a Mark II Javelin that I'd already purchased. I think I'm going to swap back to my preferred augments. These are the ones that I usually run. I have Proximity Strike, Focus Module, and I like to run Shield Capacitor. Takes up all of your augment power. The Shield Capacitor is nice because it gives you a 50% reduction in your cooldown between when you take a hit and your shield starts to recharge. And then the Focus Module I just talked about, and then Proximity Strike gives you plus 25% damage when enemies are closer than 5 meters. And that's really helpful for buffing your melee strike or making it easier for you to do extra damage to things when they get too close when you're using a javelin. And it's hard for you to hit a critical hit. So yeah, I find that this combo actually works really good for javelin. The Focus Module makes it where you can just absolutely melt things at range. And then these other two compensate for your weakness at close range. So I like it.
What?
Let's see what we got. We got friendly fire. That's helpful. And then, oops, caps lock. I'd like to do another data breach if everybody's good with it, but I don't want to make you guys do anything you're uncomfortable with.
How's it going?
So
stand easy, soldier.
Okay.
There are some interesting options for our next expedition. I've marked
We got
some
somebody
opportunities that
joining.
may be worth exploring.
All right, cool. You want to go challenge 3 or challenge 5? Your pick.
Look here.
3? Sure. That's good.
There
We'll
are
do
some
3.
interesting options for our next calculating mission
Alright, got
destination
it.
set. Prepared for jump when you are ready.
Hey there, Ace.
All right, we got somebody joining too. I need to stash up some credits. I got none left, but I'm gonna take these so we can get friendly fire buffed up. All right, I'm ready when you guys are. I've got an on-foot ammo box, and I'll bring that in with us. I got that from the last mission. There's a little bit of materia scattered around the mission when we first started, so we'll grab that. You start in a landed position at the point, but you can take off and Fastest hungry junk in the galaxy. I love me some Star Wars references. Alright, so, first things first.
I've identified a Legion data center here. Breach the facility and establish a connection to their network.
Let's go ahead and
Once
grab
I'm
the
in,
materia.
we'll send forces to stop us.
There's 3
You will have to
artifacts.
hold out until I
2 of them
download
are completely
enough
useless. Friendly fire is the one we want plugged in, and then the others can get fed to it to buff it. Yes,
Materia
friendly fire will
collected.
make it easier for us to stay
Collectors
alive
to
in this
retrieve.
mission type.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it. Parking procedure
Good deal.
initiated.
Oops.
Parking procedure complete.
So I'm going to go ahead and grab materia out of the filters. There's an ammo crate there. And then we can just go ahead and get stuck into it. I see you are rocking the esteemed crash test helmet, so that's cool. That tells me right off the bat you are not a rookie.
Good.
That's
You're
fair.
inside. Now connect
That
me
is
to the
fair.
control room and I can start the download. While I download data,
Ah, Rusty's
the facility
okay.
will go into lockdown. We won't be able to leave until I finish the download. After each package is downloaded, I'll disconnect and activate the teleporter, so you have the option to leave. The facility
So
has
there's gonna be an
limited
ammo crate here.
supply. However, it won't work while I'm actively downloading, so be quick to use it whenever I say it. Good work. I've breached their encoding and connected
Alright.
to their network. Give me as much time as you can to gather data.
So for those
I've
of you
gained
who
access
don't
to the
know,
facility
the
material storage.
crash
I'll
test
need you to
helmet,
finish the transfer whenever I can initiate the connection event.
that was a
Be
gift from the
prepared, as I won't
devs
be
for
able to
anybody who
hold it open for
participated
too
in
long.
the closed beta. The only way to get that currently is to have been a member of the closed beta. I saw him still standing. I thought I missed my shot. What it was is he had just had another one right on top of him. Okay, so we've got 26 seconds to get over here and grab this materia.
Materia canister released.
So the material will come from these points here. You gotta grab it. And you have a limited amount of time to grab it. And then once you've got it, you bring it over here to where this disassembler is. There's only one disassembler in this mission, and there's basically an endless supply of materia as long as you keep up with that. Interesting. It did give me... yeah, interesting. Okay. Rock Extremity Strike is acting a little weird right now, but it's okay.
Materia canister released. The assembler is back online for a short
Okay, the
time.
assembler's back online. If you guys want to grab an ammo crate and maybe one of the healing units, or if you're interested in a weapon, knock yourself out. You can craft Mark III weapons at the assembler. Mark III javelins are 80 materia. Everything else is less.
Okay, they've locked
Alright.
onto us again.
So we have to go through 4 download packets before we can get out, and then we got the choice of either continuing or... Then we have the choice of either continuing or getting out at that point. Oh, hello, friend. Bye, friend. Good job. Friend's moving up on him. So the way they're turning to me, I can't get crits right now, which means it's going to be 2 shots on those walkers with focus module. If I can land a crit, they're 1 shot, but that's true whether you have focus module or not with a
Materia
javelin.
canister released.
On the walkers, it doesn't change the breakpoints on the walkers. It does change the breakpoints on the flyers, the spider tanks, and things like that. You really seem to have at least a chance to survive the flamer bots now. Yeah, for sure. They were a little too beefy in the beginning.
Canister release pending.
Taking ammo.
Nope, studio. Hello, friends.
Materia canister released.
There's also this weird bug that I've gotten from time to time where it actually produces 2 canisters of material from a single pull. Not complaining, it was nice, but a little odd.
I've diverted some power to the assembler. Be quick if you need to resupply.
Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna grab a materia ingot.
A railgun.
That's all we got enough for.
Grabbing
right now.
ammo. Taking ammo.
Cool. Alright, get ready for wave 3, guys. Yeah, the little flame bots and the little radiation bots were so deadly
they've locked
before.
onto us again. Here they come.
They're still dangerous, but they've gotten tweaked enough that you can...
Canister release pending.
Excuse me, I'd rather not die to radiation right now.
Materia canister released.
Okay, Deadliest Man's got a lot of damage, guys. We do have friendly fire, so take advantage of it. Oh, Deadliest Man's down. Chopped off, I'm gonna go grab him. I do believe, yeah, they removed the ability to revive each other with friendly fire, so that's unfortunate. But, I mean, it was a little broken. Okay.
Grab ammo.
Materia canister released.
Okay. Oh, yeah, rat spiders.
Canister release pending.
Okay. Gonna need ammo here in a sec.
Materia canister released.
Okay.
I've diverted some power to the assembler. Be quick if you need to resupply.
Let's see. Spectre says it was cool when they couldn't traverse those big
Taking
pipes.
ammo.
Now they can walk atop them. Yeah, they still don't walk across the one to the end. I mean, they do sometimes, but not often, right? So they'll come across this, but I don't think we got enough for a materia ingot. I think that requires 140. Yep. Let's go ahead and grab this. So we'll have it handy.
Grabbed ammo.
Oh,
I've detected a spike in
we
activity.
had somebody drop.
Legion is sending something stronger in the next wave.
Check this out.
Prepare for a tougher fight.
We got 5 pulls of ammo there, so help yourself. Oh, kamikaze wave.
Canister release pending.
Here's spider tanks. There's also some ammo over here.
Materia
apparently.
canister released.
Okay, heavy down. Good job, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna draw these. Alright, cheers in.
Canister release pending.
Okay, come on, Matt.
Take out the remaining Legion forces. Materia canister released.
So heavies do start that wouldn't normally be shielded start to get shields in this mode specifically.
Grabbing ammo.
Canister release pending. Data package secured. The lockdown is lifted and the
Sure.
teleporter is active. We can leave or try and acquire another data package. Interact with the console if you just materia canister released.
I've got this. Go ahead and craft yourself any weapons you want. Craft a materia ingot if you feel so inclined. Whatever you'd like is fine with me. Alright, and there's 40 more materia. Alright, your choice, buddy. We can keep going for another round, or we can get out. So, you would continue by
Get over
clicking here, or you would
Over here.
get out by there. I'm good to go again. Let's do it. I'd kind of like to gather as many materia ingots as we
they've
can.
locked onto us again.
This mission only provides 2 materia ingots, typically. So I'd like to get at least 9 to show whether or not we can go beyond the cap. Oops. Ooh, they're getting beefy, guys.
Canister release pending.
I've got some of the data radiation if I don't move. I gotta grab this canister anyway, so.
Materia canister released.
Looks like they're about to get surrounded. I can draw some attention away from you. Which is not where I wanted to go, but it's fine. Gosh, that was close on the radiation, guys.
Canister released.
Got more rat spiders coming this way.
Materia canister released.
Ah, I got squished. Yeah, you'll have to self-revive. Sorry, man. It's very easy to happen in this mission type. If you get squished, I can't revive you, unfortunately. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is, so.
Canister release pending.
Step beside me. Looks like you got a canister release. Got my ammo. Got it.
Materia canister released.
Taking ammo.
Yep. Need ammo as well.
Grabbing ammo.
Canister release pending.
It looks like we had the exact same idea. That thing just tanked the javelin shot. What? This is only challenge rating 3, guys. Wow.
Materia canister released.
Yeah, you get a position working crits.
Canister release pending.
Okay, come on, Matt.
Materia canister released.
Okay, we're not hurting for materia right now. That's good. Do need to refill my rifle. There's probably a spider or something sitting somewhere. The reason why is the way. We will eventually ignore it and move on to
Taking
the next
ammo.
segment, but
Canister release pending. Materia canister released.
I'm seeing bullets, so there's something over here.
I've reactivated the assembler. Use it quickly
Huh.
to restock.
Alright, that's another materia ingot. I'm gonna craft an ammo crate, and then you're free to craft whatever you'd like.
Grabbing ammo. Ammo.
I might, you know what? If there are no objections, I might craft myself a shotgun.
Okay, they've
Nope,
locked
didn't make it in
onto us
time.
again.
Okay.
Here they come.
Here, spider. There he is. Okay, dealt with the spider. Thanks, sir. Okay, I need a replenishment on my ammo.
Grabbed ammo.
He's got those.
Taking ammo.
The assembler is back online for a short time.
Okay, someone's back up. Didn't manage to get any material, it seems like. Oh, thank you.
Grabbed ammo.
Okay, they've locked onto us again. Here they come.
Focus module is a lot of fun because it basically turns a javelin into a heavy artillery depleting machine. Because as long as you can hit crits, I mean, look at how much damage I just did. It's a little bit harder against these flyer shielded opponents. This one's getting weird. Because sometimes the shield doesn't register the extra damage from a focus shot, so you're getting the half as much damage instead. I've had it where it does register, and I've had it where it doesn't. I don't know, it's a little finicky. But once the shield's down, it does the extra damage, guaranteed.
Materia canister released.
You can see that guy just took 5 shots, and it's partially because they're getting beefier as the waves continue. These guys always register. They're 2-shot with focus module and javelin, which is nice. One to drop the shield, and then
Grabbing ammo.
Canister release pending.
Thanks, sir. Alright, I'm gonna go for the materia. Alright, gonna make it with a in 10 seconds. Good deal.
The assembler is back online for a short time.
Okay, we'll have enough for a materia ingot. We should also craft ammo, I think, if we got enough for both. Yeah, we got enough. Good deal.
Grab ammo.
So what are we sitting at? Looted items on ship, 4 ingots, and this mission is worth 1 ingot. So currently we would walk away with 5 ingots if we got out now.
Another spike in activity. Prepare for a tough fight.
Lots of kamikazes. And the heavies are getting shields now, so I'm not cool. Eventually, even like small walkers and stuff will get small shields. Oops. I got it. Good deal.
Canister release pending.
Okay, I got that. I'm right here.
Materia canister released.
Okay. Materials in. Here heavies. See a heavy. Oh, you. Okay, I see
Canister
it.
release pending. Materia, take out the remaining Legion forces.
Lots of kamikazes. You're heavy. There he is. You got a pod landing right beside you. Lots of little kamikazes.
Canister release pending.
Okay, well, I just ate a bunch of kamikazes, unfortunately. I'm coming to you. Let's get the canister.
Materia canister released.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Alright, I need to go grab ammo for my javelin. See if I can throw off these kamikazes with the
I've
grapple points.
completed the download
Yeah,
and
that
linked
worked.
the teleporter is active and we
Taking ammo.
If you think you can handle more, use the Materia Interact to start the next download.
Alright, stay or leave, your call, buddy. Whatever you want to do. Sure, sounds good to me.
Okay, they've locked onto us again.
Okay, so the Legion strength is 20%, which means
Grab
they're going to be having a ton of extra HP, and they're going to hit a little bit harder. Alright, I've repositioned.
Canister release pending.
This guy. Okay, there you are. Hold on to him. Run. This is unideal. Yeah.
Materia canister release.
Good chance for me to get away from all those radioactive spotters. Turned to fight because I thought there was only one, and then there were several. Thank you. So they're coming up that way, aren't they? Yep.
Canister release pending.
Thank you. Got a double canister? Yeah, it happens sometimes. I think it's a bug, but it just gives you extra resources. Heavy.
Canister release pending. Materia canister release.
Taking ammo.
Canister release pending. Materia canister released.
Good deal.
Canister release pending.
Grabbed ammo.
Here, little spiders at my ankles.
Materia canister released. I've reactivated the assembler. Use it quickly to restock.
We need ammo and materia ingots. Yep, definitely need ammo. Maybe grab 2 ammo crates. Good deal.
Okay, they've locked onto us again. Here they come.
Alright, deploying an ammo crate
Stock
here.
up. Grabbing ammo. Taking ammo.
Canister release pending.
Alright, you're already there, so I'll cover you. Go ahead and grab it.
Materia canister released. Canister release pending. Materia canister released.
Please pick it up. We can't get rid of this silver.
Canister release pending.
Grabbing ammo.
Materia canister released.
Careful standing there, there's a pod that lands right there.
Canister release pending. Materia canister released.
Thanks for healing me. That's huge help.
Canister release pending.
Grabbed ammo.
Yeah, well, those are still one shot with this augment.
Taking ammo.
That's
Grabbed ammo.
Well, the laser drones are still a one shot. That's helpful.
Materia canister released.
Very little else is, to be honest, at this point. The level of difficulty scaling. So, bumping your head on the top of that one slows you down a little bit. I'd say release just before you get to the top and you get max momentum and distance. Thank you, sir.
Canister release pending.
Got on move.
Materia canister released.
Alright. Gotta clear out a few enemies to get the assembler back active.
I've diverted some power to the assembler.
Alright, good
Be
job.
quick if you need to resupply.
Let's see, do we have enough? We'll probably need more ammo. Okay.
Okay, they've locked onto us again. Here they come.
Oops. Okay.
Taking ammo.
Yeah, buddy. Let me some more. No doubt. Mars seems to be especially powerful for this mission type, too.
Raptor incoming.
Especially when they start to get this up. Yeah, our friends on the side here. Thank you, thank you. So like the Maw seems to be better at dropping their shields, and then the Javelin's really good at hitting their crits
Grab
and taking
ammo.
them out. The Javelin tends to struggle against the shields. The Maw doesn't. But anyway you shake it, the Maw is really powerful in this mission type. Especially since things tend to get really up close and personal. Thanks, sir.
Taking ammo. Grabbing ammo. Taking ammo.
Alright, we got 2 more download packets to deal with, and then we'll be able to make our great escape. 90-second phase. This means there's something preventing the assembler from
Assembler
becoming
is back
active.
online for a short time.
I think we need to grab ammo in this instance. We only got 40 materia, and ammo is going to be the most pressing thing. Oh.
Ammo.
Another spike in activity. Prepare for a tough fight.
Come. Got a bunch of kamikazes. Just use the grapple points and shake them off. Try not to waste your bullets on these. They'll crash into terrain and kill themselves if you let them.
Canister release pending.
Okay, I got that.
Materia canister released.
You know, for somebody who's rusty, you're doing awfully darn good. You knew when I saw that crash test helmet, you were going to be good.
Canister release pending.
Got a bunch of kamikazes over on this end, so be careful.
Materia canister released.
Yeah, it's mostly kamikazes right now. Nice for healing.
Take out the remaining Legion forces. Canister release pending.
Where's that? Okay, that's over there. Got it. Okay, I'm right here.
Materia canister released.
It's a heavy on the back end here. Yeah, you got it. Cool.
Canister release pending.
So if I use that grapple point up top on that particular balcony, guys, it's only just to jettison myself. I don't actually travel the full distance across it because
Materia canister released.
I've been squished by the pod that lands right there far too many times.
The lockdown
Alright,
is lifted
we
and
got-
the teleporter is active. We can leave or try and acquire another data package.
We got enough for
Interact
another
with
materia
console
ingot,
decide to stay.
and then we can go ahead and get out, I would assume. And then, let's see. Materia ingot purchased. Send it back to ship. What was our haul? We got 8 on the ship, and we're gonna get 1. Okay. Yeah, this is probably where I'm gonna call it too. So, all right. Well, we got enough. If you want that heat blade up there, you're welcome to it. Okay. I've got ammo crate coming out with me. I've got a shotgun and I've got a javelin. I'm pretty happy. Great job, man. You did real good. That was really good. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Challenge rating 3 starts off easier than challenge rating 4 or 5, but by the time you get to the waves where we were, challenge rating doesn't make much of a difference. You might as well have been doing a challenge rating 5 or higher at that point. Yep, Spectre success. We made it out. We made it alive. Alright, so we got 9 ingots, that's pretty good. So, I gotta go just a little bit further than that when I do my solo test to see how many ingots I can get out with. Ingots are not, super helpful to me as I've reached the ingot cap, but I just want to know how many you can get out of a mission with at this point. Alright, man. GG. Like I said, well played. You did great, man. That was wonderful. Yeah, you too. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Alright, everybody. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream there, guys. It is almost 2 o'clock my time. Little obligatory dance at the end. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you Wednesday. But I hope you all are having a great week, and I'll catch you later.